Welcome back. Our final guests today are from the Kenmore-based nutrition experts Uplift Nutrition. Welcome co-owners Nick and Mario Copeland. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us today.
Okay, you guys, why don't you start off by telling us about Uplift Nutrition and how you got started?
So Uplift Nutrition started, actually we were in the kitchen and he actually came up with the name, but we wanted to create something, a healthy, active lifestyle. So basically we call it smart food for fast people. We're kind of thinking of some ways that we can create something. And a lot of days there's not a lot of options to get that's quick. So we came together. We also have another co-winner named Danielle. All three of us came together and kind of came up with this concept of serving the healthy donuts, shakes, teas, things that like ordinary people have on a daily basis, but a healthy spin to them.
And you guys are brothers, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so you guys grew up as athletes, all right? I remember you telling me. And so as athletes, you grew up knowing how to fuel your body and the importance of that, and that's what led into where you guys are at now. Correct?
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the proof is in the flesh here. You guys look great.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Why don't you tell us more about your menu? Because I also think one of you guys lost a significant amount of weight following the program, right?
Yeah, I actually ended up losing around 52 pounds.
Wow.
And creating a healthy, active lifestyle, and then we use these things on a daily basis too as well. So.
Let's talk more about your menu. What are the fan favorites?
Sure. One of my favorites is actually strawberry cheesecake. We actually put fresh strawberries in the actual shake. And I think the unique thing about us and what we do too is a lot of our shakes and our donuts as well are plant-based too. So as opposed to something that's made from whey. So it tastes totally different. You can't tell it's an actual protein shake as opposed to like, you know, something that's whey-based or something like that.
Right.
So
You can taste the like chalkiness.
Yeah, the grittiness, right?
Ours has none of that. Like it's plant-based. Even a donut, you can't taste any whey. They taste like regular churro donuts, to be honest.
Right. Okay.
Way
so
healthier.
these are the churro protein donuts that don't have whey.
Yeah, don't have whey.
No way. No way. No way.
That's
And what about these drinks that you guys have?
These are energy teas, so they're made with herbal tea, aloe and B12. They have less than 1 gram of sugar, so we try to have like healthy options like for hydration, also for energy, because everyone needs energy, caffeine. So you get a caffeine kick without all the bad calories and things to it. So they are, like I said, they're only 20 to 30 calories too, and that's our Bill's Mafia and our Pineapple Sunrise.
Okay, let's talk about your location in Kenmore.
Yeah, we're right off Delaware Avenue in Kenmore, right in the village where all like the salons and all the different areas, storefronts are, so we're right there. We're a little bit off of Delaware. Our address says Delaware, but we're a little bit off. We're right on Delaware and Euclid in the village of Kenmore.
Well, how has the community embraced you guys and appreciate you trying to bring your knowledge and your appreciation for healthy food that tastes good to our community?
A lot of people are very appreciative. We get a lot of neighbors in Kenmore that come down all the time. They literally live right across the street. They come in. And a lot of people, I think someone just posted on Instagram and like, thank you for having healthy options. And when you're on the go and quick, it's not like you got to wait around, sit down for like an hour and things like that. 10, 15 minutes, you got what you need and you're out.
What do you think one of the biggest myths or people judging, you know, plant-based food? What sort of things do you want to debunk about your food?
That like our protein shakes taste like protein and they have this nasty aftertaste and things like that. And tell people it's a quick, easy meal on the go. They fill you up and things like that. And it's not something that you might be used to, because a lot of times you go get it, like people get post-workout shakes and they got to hold their nose to take them down.
Right, yeah.
Ours is not like that. They're really good. We got different flavors. Like we do a Snickers bar, we do strawberry cheesecake, we do mango pineapple and things like that.
Okay, what is your favorite thing on the menu?
My favorite thing is the mango pineapple shake. That's like my favorite thing I like to have, like at least I have it every day. So that's my favorite shake.
Every day. And he lost 52 pounds.
Right.
So there you go.
It's a win-win.
So it's a win-win. It's really, really working. What about you? You said the shortcake, the strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, but also we added a new one too. It's becoming my favorite. It's Butterfinger. It's amazing. Ooh. So it tastes just like the actual candy bar, but of course not the guilt and not the extra sugar and things like that. So, you know, there's healthy spins on a lot of things that we do. So that's what makes, I think, us unique in that way. So.
And let's talk about the name, Uplift Nutrition. What was that about?
So basically, like I said, we were at our kitchen table. And, you know, not to take full credit for everything, but I did actually, I don't know, I just came to me like we're trying to uplift people via nutrition and, you know, change their life. and healthy options. So uplifting people, and I actually brainstormed the Globe too, to be honest. Like the Globe and
who's older between you two?
I am.
Okay.
So like
the big older brother. I know everything.
It's only 1 year, so.
So like holding the Globe, someone holding the Globe, and the name Uplift Nutrition. And, you know, and I think one of our things, too, that we want to hallmark, too, is it's just not about losing weight either. It's about maintaining as well.
Right.
So that's one of the things I implemented to my lifestyle in terms, like, implementing the shakes and just maintaining where I was at. So I think that's one of the unique things, too. It's not just about losing weight. Like, a lot of people come in that are athletic, or you cannot be athletic. You just want to maintain what you have. And that's what I think was one of the unique things about our brand or Uplift Nutrition as well, too. So.
How are you guys constantly coming up with the new menus?
We'll experiment. We'll just put stuff together and see how it tastes. Some stuff don't make the list and some do. Some stuff is like, oh, no, that's not it. And then some things are really good, so that we just experiment with that. We have like a brainstorming session, like, hey, what can you mix together? Or I'll just play around with stuff.
Okay, well, cool stuff. But we like you even more because you guys are offering our Daytime Buffalo viewers a very special Be Our Guest segment. They're offering a $50 gift certificate for just $25. That's a great deal, and we'll show our viewers where to go in a few minutes. You can go to our website, beourguestbuffalo.com. Again, that's a $50 gift certificate for just $25. But you have to head over quickly to that website. They're limited to just 100, so you got to act fast.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
the
having us.
opportunity.
Thank you so much.